Hey everyone, what is up? Spencer here from Spencer Sharp Fitness. I just wanted to make this quick video today. It's January 1st, it's 2018. Everybody's excited to start reaching their goals, and yet the pattern for most people is the new year rolls around, you set these big drastic goals, you get super excited to reach them, but 2 weeks later, where are them goals at? They're barely a blip on your radar. So, what I want to talk about today is how to effectively set goals by adding in two key elements that most of you probably know of and think of, but don't actually implement into your goals. So, during this, I'm going to give you guys a couple examples of my goals and how I use these two things to make sure that I can reach my goals throughout the year. So, first thing, this is actually kind of a side note, this is not one of the two things. I like to break my goals down, so I actually have my book here. I've been refining my goals over the last couple weeks because I don't do it on January 1st. I always plan ahead. That's just a habit I like to be in. But I like to break my goals down into different areas of my life. So I have personal goals, but I also have like personal physical goals with regards to my training and my nutrition. And those are a couple examples I'll use for you guys later. I also have personal ones with regards to like my psychological well-being, my lifestyle, my emotional well-being, things like that. That it's different areas of my life, and I gotta have goals for those too, because I want to work on everything in balance, not just one, maybe a couple of things in my life in general. I want to make sure that I have balance in everything. So I won't go into too many details about my goals, but I will give you guys a couple examples later, because this can be used for business goals as well. Business goals, relationship goals. You should have goals for these, like all these areas of life, because we're not simple creatures. We don't just work. We don't just have a relationship with one person. In a monogamy sense, we do. But you also are potentially a son or daughter or a friend, and you have relationships with these kinds of people and different kinds of dynamics. So that's why goals there can be effective as well. But let's dive right into it. So, first thing, why? Why is very important when you're setting your goals. I like to have my goals first, so I'll use a couple of examples for myself here. I'll go from physical, so regards to my training. This year in 2018, I want to get back down to single-digit body fat percent. I want to be able to do a muscle up. I want to be able to run a sub 20-minute 5K, and I want to have better commitment to my nutrition. I have a couple strength lifts in there, but I just want to use a couple examples. So with all of these, those are good goals by themselves, but they have no power to them. When you add a why factor, so my why is so that I can do a fitness photo shoot, be more athletic, be more confident, because sometimes I still do struggle. I got bullied growing up, and it's always going to be something I have to work on. I want to be able to do another bodybuilding competition. I did that a few years ago, and it wasn't a very healthy way to do it. And I want to be a positive role model for my clients. So with all of that, like that's going to be a lot more powerful than just saying, oh, I want to be lean. I want to get single-digit body fat. I now have a reason for doing it that's bigger than myself, so now I'm more likely to reach that goal. Does that kind of make sense? All right, and then the second thing that you want to do once you have your goals set is that you want to reflect on them regularly and give yourself actionable steps to reach them. So the way that this kind of looks is that yes, you have these big year goals, and you got to think about it as a domino effect. If you think of 1 year as this big domino right here, and you got to think that each month leading up to, and each week and each day are a compilation of little dominoes that are going to, one after another, keep the momentum going until you reach that large goal. So, for example, if you want to lose 50 pounds, please, for the love of God, do not try to do it in 6 to 8 weeks. Don't get discouraged after 2 months. There are 52 weeks in a year. If you lose 1 pound a week, just one, that is as simple as a 500 calorie deficit a day for 1 year. It might not be a drastic, great Instagram post where you can say, in 3 months I lost 50 pounds, but you can consistently keep losing 1 pound and reach that goal in a year. you got to look at that long-term goal and then give yourself these actionable steps. Know that your 1-year goal is influenced by what you do in the next 12 months, and then in the next 3 months, and the next 1 month, the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 days, 1 day, so that you're always thinking long-term. And you give yourself these actionable steps when you reflect on your goals. So if you think, I want to lose 50 pounds this year, I need to lose 1 pound a week. Well, how am I going to lose 1 pound a week? Well, I'm probably going to have to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I'm going to do a combination of resistance training and cardio. I'm going to monitor the food that I'm eating so that I know I'm in a 500 calorie deficit every day. And just like that, you gave yourself actionable steps to reach your long-term goal. And this is the least, glamorous, sexy part of fitness, is that everything is about consistency. That, yes, there are freak examples out there, or outliers per se, where some people can lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks, and that I would say isn't actually an unrealistic goal. But for some people, that's going to be pretty hard. Like for me, I like to stay relatively lean. It might be pretty hard for me to lose 20 pounds in the next 12 weeks. But if I try to do that over a year, it's a lot more attainable. So, just to kind of conclude, first part of our goals was why. You always want to know why you're doing something, because it's so much more powerful than just the empty goal by itself. And I say empty loosely because, yes, goals are great, but you need to have that why pushing and giving depth to your goal. And then 2 is to reflect on them and give yourself actionable steps. And think long term. That kind of seems like 3 things, but they all kind of interrelate to just being about giving yourself actionable steps. That if you think long term, you know what you have to do to get there. Just change your mindset a little bit. Those 2 things implemented over 2018, I promise you will reach your goals. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below, like, share, subscribe. I'll be doing a lot more of these videos throughout the year. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm here to help you. One of my goals for the year is to be of more value. So if you want to hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, send me a text, hit me up on Facebook, I am more than happy to do these kinds of videos for you guys, because I love helping you. And one of my goals, like I said, is to reach out more. So first one being this YouTube video, reaching out to you guys more and more on a regular basis, and then helping all my clients the best I can with as much value as I can give them. Hope this reaches you well. Talk to you soon. Cheers.